mission today. I'm sorry about the road noise before it starts, because I'm right next to the main road. I'm just getting this Georgia 5th penny out here, and the good thing about it is the colour of it and the condition of it. It's actually still copper in colour, with a little bit of a rub. It's still in good condition, that like. There's the road. I'm going to try and get away from the road, but it gives us a good excuse to try my new fines tin out, which I've made. And see, I've got a nice deep fines tin there, because the other one wasn't deep enough, so the coins, I had to lie them on the top and they're all clattering off each other. So this one's, you see, I've cut all the little slots. There's a full penny and it's got lost in there, so there's no way that'll get damaged or it'll be clattering around in there, which is a good thing, which has been happening with my coins, which I wasn't happy about. So I've rectified with a nice new tin. That's a good sign. I've only been here 5 minutes and I'm getting that coin straight away, so that's a very good sign. And there's the next target there, threatening bit. You know what I was thinking when I got that signal. It's in nice condition. Judging by that penny I've got and the state that this is in, this land's pretty good, like, so the condition of the coins will come out nice. So that's literally 2 feet away from the penny. So that's an incredible sign when you're first starting metal detecting land. I'm just negotiating this stubble. I've never came in contact with it before. I've never worked stubble before, so I've got to learn that as well, like. But 2 coins in, 10 minutes in, that's not a bad start, like. Right, let's move on. And there's number coin, coin number 3, sorry, straight off the belt. It's late 1800s, I think it's 1896, but it's quite battered and worn, that one, like. But it's another penny, like. It's not bad at all, that, considering the time I've been here. My pinpoint is just packed up, my Garrett carrot. I think I'm finished with Garrett, like, completely. I want to send that back. I'm not having anything more with Garrett wrote on, because the build quality of what they're knocking out is absolute total crap, and I'm annoyed. So I have to do this new permission at a slower pace, because I've got no pinpointer now. I've got a knocked up pinpointer coming, but that won't be here till tomorrow. So thanks Garrett for that, and producing total crap. There's the next target, Queen Victoria penny, in quite bad condition. The date's 1880 something. The last number's gone. It's a bit mixed. The coins are either good or they're a little bit corroded. They're not in the worst condition I've seen, like. Not too bad, like. But anything with Queen Victoria on, I'm happy, like. Very nice. Well guys, I see silver. Looks like a 6pence George 5. I haven't taken it out of the clod yet, like. But I'm thinking it's that, like. I'm thinking it's... It's a funny colour, that, like, isn't it? It's George 5. What kind of 6pence is it? I hope it's... that's the one I haven't got. I'm going to clean that up a little bit with a toothbrush, and I'm going to give you a good look at it. Get in there, a little beauty. First time out in the new permission I hit silver. That's a good sign, like, isn't it? Right, I'm going to have a bit. Well, there it is there, guys. Cleaned up a little bit. It's a Georgia 5 6pence. And what I'm happy about is I don't have this one with this kind of back on. So that's a new one for me, for my collection. So I'm really pleased with that. It's 1921, so it's 2 years out of being sterling. So it'll be 50% that. Very nice. All clean up nice, that. It's not really that worn, like, to be honest. It's in good nick, that. It'll be nice to see when it's fully cleaned up, which you will on the roundup. Very nice. You little beauty, get in there. I'm trying to keep quiet because I'm near a footpath and I don't want to make a total ass of myself. Just wanted to test a little magnifying thing out, see if it worked, like. I don't think that's going to come out that great, like. Just trying to give you a better look at it. I love finding silver, I love it. Well, I've had one of these before, but I didn't think I'd get another one. I got a Sony, I found a Sony mobile phone. That's the second phone I found. At least this one's a better make, like. Sony's a good make. The battery's bulbous and it's badly rotted away, that, like. Shame I couldn't got to it quicker. Might have been worth saving, but it's gone, that, like. Another find for the pot. Well, the farmer's been back and he's rough ploughed the field. I'm just doing a verge, and I've just popped my first coin out here of this rough ploughed field, and it's a big old penny. I'll clean that up. I'll get back to you. It's just Edward the 7th penny, a little bit grotty. I think the date was 1908, I believe. Another coin anyway. Well, just got this one here. It's a 1964 Elizabeth penny. I don't get many of these, like. If this might even be the first one I've ever got, I think. Possibly. It's another coin anyway. Signs of life. That's all I'm bothered about. Not bad condition. I just found this one here. Looks like a little pocket watch. The back of it's like shined up really bright, really quick. So there's a possibility it could be silver, that. Looks quite old. That's the second little watch I've had. Probably a full movement in there. Early 1900s, I would have thought. I'll see when I get home and I clean it up. It's got a nice patination on the back, like. Could be silver. And again, it may not be. I'll find out. Well, there's the next target there, given a very scratchy signal. Doesn't look to be in such hot condition, like, to be honest. It just looks like a crusty George 5, note special. Might clean up better, like, when I get home. I'll just pop this one out here. I'm just using the ADX 100 today because the farmer's been back and he's ploughed this field, as you can see, so it's nice and finely ploughed. And I'm just going through it, seeing what I can get. And I've just popped this penny out. Looks like 1919 on the date. It's a little bit bent and buckled. And there it is there, George V. It's not too bad in condition, like. It's not overly flush. 1917, it's a little bit warped. It's been hit a few times with a plough, that. Not bad. Well, just got another quite grotty George V penny. It's quite grotty like the last one, like. The only coins that'll come out of here will be silver, that's decent. But I tell you what, like, that machine doesn't have hum-ding when it gets a target, like. It's loud as anything, as clear as a bell. It's a good little machine, that. So if anybody's thinking of getting a machine starting out, you can get the model up from this one with a removable coil for 360 quid. Tell you what, like, that machine, I'm very impressed with that machine. Excellent machine. As a starter model, I don't think you get better. Forget your Garrett's, get an ADX 150. Awesome. Well, I've just gotten this one here. Looks like a copper token of some description. I've just managed to make out the word Scotland on it. That's about all I can depict up to now. Till I get the magnifying glass on it and see what's what. But that was just sitting right on the top, that, like. It's definitely a token. I don't think it's a coppered hammered. I think it's just a token, like. I'll have a closer look at that when I get back, like. Nice find. And the ADX 100's absolutely singing on that. Singing. Cracking little machine, that, like. I'm blown away by how good it is, actually. Well, there's another coin for the ADX, straight off the bat. There's 3 coins in a token in less than half an hour. It's just certainly humdinging. Well, I sure as shit don't need a detector for that one. It's just sitting there on the top, which is nice. It's a nice change. I want to clean that up and have a look at that. It's the first time I've ever found a coin just sitting there waiting. It's like sitting vertically like that. It's another Elizabeth penny, which is nice, because I don't get that many of them. Like, it's just sitting there vertically. That made a smile, that one, like. 1960s, I think the date said, 1960 odd. Another one for the pot, another one for the ADX. Well, there's another very similar type situation just happened. Just see the top of it there. Another big penny. Well, I'll clean that up. Thinking there might be another Elizabeth penny. There you go there, it's another Elizabeth penny. 60s again, 66 I think that one is. The other one's in the 60s as well, like. I'm happy finding them, like. It's good fun. There's no wrong with finding them. The ADX is just singing on this field, like. Absolutely singing. Anything with XP road on the side of it, and you're thinking about starting detecting, and you see a decent second-hand half decent XP machine going in good condition, get it bought. XP's the way to go, like, without question. Alright, just back out with the Deus today. As you can see, I've got the big coil back on. I'm going to try level this field with this big coil, because I'm going to get more surface area when I'm hunting. I'm going to cover more ground with it. I'm getting a sweet signal here. It's coming up to 85, 86. It's jumping around a little bit. But I'll do a live dig on that, see what we get. Oh, the soil's very heavy and clear, so it's hard to dig. It's very chewy. That signal's just cleaned up a lot. Right, I've got both pro pointers today with us. We've got the old Garrett black. The Noctipin pointer's not bad, but the reactivity's a little bit slow for my liking, so I brought the old Garrett with us. I think it's in there actually. It's in there. I'll get there eventually. It's just, the soil is just so heavy and claggy. You know. It's on. Oh, there we go. You just see that there, popping out. Right, do a little live reveal on that. Right, there we go. Just sitting in there. Looks like a half penny to me, that. This is the first target of this hunt. Well, I'll get it clean and I'll come back here. I think it's just a George V half penny. It's grotty like the rest. There's not that many good coins coming out here, like they're all pretty corroded and all that, but there's nothing I can do about that. There's nothing really older than 1900. I don't even think I've had Queen Victoria on this site. It's all George V, early 1900s. Plenty of stuff coming out, like, but the land's not showing us the age I'm after, like. But I'll persevere. Well, I just got this one here. I dug down, I found a bit of foil and I thought that was it. So I checked the hole again and the signal was coming back again. There's the coin there, but what's interesting to me is the depth of which that coin was. That coin was right down the bottom of there. He's a pinpointer, Garrett, 9 inches long. You can see there, that's 9, 10. It's an easy 11 inch, maybe 11.5 inches down. That big coil there is just ground, it's just pounding the ground for depth. Just pounded that, and that came through really clear, like. So I'm pretty amazed by that, like. Right, let's get opening this coin ball. Let's see what we've got. That's what we're interested in, let's face it. Well, it been so deep down. Will it be an old coin? It does look like an old coin, like. I'll get the toothbrush on that and we'll have a look. Looks interesting, that. Could be old. Shall find out. Well, that really is an interesting one. That looks to me like George III. That's the back of the head. He's facing right. Unfortunately, I can't get the detail of his face. The face is worn away. But you always get a belt and signal off these old half pennies and that. There's Britannia there. You can see the outline of Britannia. So if that is George III, George III died in 1820. So that'll be early 1800s, late 1700s, I would have thought. I'm not quite sure when George III come to the throne. But I know when he died, like, so early 1800s, I'll say. That's nice, that. I might be able to get a bit more detail off that and pull it out with the Renaissance wax. I love finding old half pennies like this from that era. But that's the first sign of real age here on this land. So that's what's exciting us. Lovely stuff. Lovely jubbly. Get up there. I tell you what, like, these live digs have proven to be a pain in the arse. As soon as I just dig it up straight away, it's a coin. And as soon as I get the camera out to do a live dig, it's just a piece of shit. I can't win. Well, this is 1900, first Victoria coin. It's the widow head. It's a half penny. It's about time she showed up. Well, I'm pleased because it's Victoria, like. And as you probably know by now, she's my favourite of all the coins, different coins to find. She's got the nicest coins in my opinion. But I don't think I've had a half penny widow head, so that's a first. That's nice, that. Nice find. Well, what I'm learning is ploughed fields aren't as easy as I thought. I've always dug pasture ever since I started metal detecting. I thought this would be a breeze, but with the soil being so fluffy, the signals, the strength of the coil can only go down so deep. It's a fact. We've had a couple of days of rain, which I thought would help, but it's all the little ticks, all the little noises deep down that you've got to listen for to find the good stuff like that. George III half penny I found. It was just a little tick to begin with, and then it just moved a little bit of soil, and then it was really pronounced. Because it's all kinds of different levels. It's a lot harder than I thought, like. I'll get there, like. There's signs of old stuff being here. That George III half penny's given us a bit of faith. I was starting to lose a bit of faith in this land, actually. But I'll persevere. I know you're probably sick of seeing us digging pennies up all the time. And only pennies, and there's nothing I can do about that, it's just what's coming up. But I do have some Roman rich land in the future, in the next 4 to 5 weeks, that I'm going to be doing. So hopefully I can bring you something a little bit better than the usual. I have a little break now, I'm knackered. Sweating, it's hot. Wish the summer would bugger off. Bring on the winter. Well, I've just put the camera away there after doing another field live dig. The next signal, it's a bloody coin, I tell you what, like. You talk about getting a run around. Oh, it's Edward the 7th. Get up there, that's quite a nice find. It deserves a clean, certainly does. It's not in bad condition, that, like, actually. It's got a very nice patina, it's nice and smooth. The date's 1907 on that. It's just in GM power, as per usual. Give us 7980, I think, I believe. His head's a little bit grotty, like. But I'll take it, another coin. I'll get a nice loud 87 here. Really pronounced. Probably close to the surface that. I'll do a live dig anyway. Can't be that deep with that kind of tone. No, it wasn't. Oh shit. Oh, that's a bit of lead. Yep. Nice. I love finding lead, it's great. Just getting that one out on a 60. I was 50-50 whether I was going to dig it. But it looks like a jockey. His head's gone and the horse's head's gone, the feet's gone. There's not much left. It's definitely a jockey on a horse, that, like. That's one of a very few relics I've found on this land, like. I'm just not getting any relics whatsoever. It's just one of them permissions. Bit strange. Not bad. Getting a signal here, low 80s. With a nice tone to it. A real nice tone. Coming back in basic 2 in the 70s. So we'll have that one out and see what we've got. The soil's starting to do my head in with the amount of clay. It's like trying to dig bubble gum. Sometimes it's a bit tedious. You know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I'm thinking you know what I mean. Give us a coin or something at least. Give us something decent on a live dig. I tell you what. That's the second lock I've found today. Jesus wept. Look at that. Doesn't even look that old. Still moves like, so a little bit of credit for the build quality. Ship halfpenny there on a Screamer single, 91. Really come in loud and clear these, like with a really high signal. Well, I've just done a live dig there that you probably not see. It was just over there. I had 2 targets to choose from to do a live dig on. So I've done a live dig on that one and I left this one. That one was a piece of can and this one looks like a coin. I cannot win, like, I just cannot win. Doesn't matter what I do. I'll get the cleaning. Looks like another ship halfpenny. Not bad condition actually. Half decent patina on it. I've just got another Georgia 5th penny there, Screamer, close to the top. Fair condition. Looks like it's been hit with a plough a couple of times. Right, let's have a little roundup here. We'll start with the relics, or the very few that I got on this permission. Up to now, some kind of lock with a weird sticky out bit. Another lock, as you've seen in the video, I think. I'm not sure if I put them both in there, but I found 2 locks. I even found a key to go with it. Little tie car, a bottle opener, key ring, aluminium, some kind of lead mount, lead stopper. That's a 2-ringer lead bullet. The only one I found on that permission. A little pendant thing. All the stones are missing. Just made of copper, I think. The end of a pewter spoon. A little fork, I suppose. finding very few relics on this permission, like very few. I thought this was interesting, which was like a square nail, the big old round head on it. That's all that like. Looks like a handmade nail to me, that. I don't know what kind of age that is. It's the first time I've ever found out like that. A musket ball, and then there was a steel ball with a hole going through, so some kind of metal bead, probably belonged to some kind of necklace or something like that. Buttons. Found a few buttons. Nothing flash, but a couple of them's got nice patterns on, like that one. That one's got quite a nice patternation on. So some of the other ones have got nice patterns as well, like not that one. I can't remember which one's which now. It's a big old button there, it's massive. I thought that was a lead button, but it's probably just a hem weight or a curtain weight or something like that. A couple other buttons, no flash. I was out with Pond Guru, and we had a pretty bad day hunting. We didn't really find much, but one of the things I did find was a head, porcelain head. I just seen the top of the hat sticking through the soil, so I kicked it, and then this head come out. It's being chopped off at the neck, nice and clean. But I thought that was a nice find, like, it was interesting. Nice little thing, so I've cleaned them up. I'm going to put them in my display cabinet, which I'll get on to at the end of the review. I'll show you my new display that I've made. I've been busy bee, I've been busy. Right, let's get on with the coins. George 5, 6 pennies, 2 halfpennies. Queen Victoria, 2 pennies, 1 halfpenny. Elizabeth II, which I've never had before, I don't think. 3 pennies. George's 6, Stratney bit, 2 ship halfpennies, penny. Edward VII, which I don't get that many of. Got a penny and then a halfpenny. These are just modern coins on the bottom, nobody cares about them. That's the coinage up to now. Oh, I got that little jockey, little lead jockey in the relics. And I got what looks like a dog tag or something like that. It goes around the collar of a dog, like a name plate thing. But the funny thing is, that's made of lead. So I don't know what that's of. There's no detail on it, like, not really. I found these two when I was out with Pond Guru as well. These two little miscellaneous items. He reckons it just faces off buttons, but there's no shank, so I'm not so sure. Like, anyway, there's only a couple of items here that I got with Pond Guru, so I thought I'd just put them in the review as well. But one of the things, the most interesting thing I got with the Guru when we were out detecting was this. Now you can see a head on there. I thought that could be a very old coin, and on the back it's got TC. See the 2 letters there, TC. He says it's just the end of a spoon or something, like the handle of a spoon, but I'm not so sure. Like, I'm going to hand that in anyway, and ask the fines woman, see what she thinks of it. Might have a bit more age than we initially thought. Oh, and I got a nice, that token you've seen in the video, which just came to light. It's got a stamp there and a stamp there, so it's been marked. I see England, London and Scotland wrote on it, but other than that I can't really depict what else it says on it. Like, I haven't really had a good look at it, to be honest. Like, I've been lazy. I've just whacked a bit of Renaissance wax on it now, on the table. Them pennies, I found that one with Mr. Guru, with more or less no data on. Detail. That's the William III, halfpenny, and I'm certain of that because I've checked it against the Spink book, and I found an exact match with William III. And at the end, when I show the pictures, I'll show you the picture of that. On top of the picture in the Spink book, so you can see for yourself, so you can compare it, and have a good look at it. And that's like another grotty halfpenny. These are like 3 old halfpennies. You tell by the thickness, really. So it's 3 old pennies, like, but the detail on that one is very good. You don't often find William William III stuff. Right, silver. I'll quickly get onto this silver. We'll get the magnifying glass on, we'll do a proper job. Anyway, see if it'll focus there. Alright, that's that silver sixpence all cleaned up. It's had the Tommy Turbo treatment. It's come out really nice actually. It's got a little ding on the back of it where the plough must have hit it. See in the top left there. But other than that, like, it's worn, but it's in good condition. It's in good nick. I like it. It's the only silver I've found up to now on that permission. Which I'm surprised at, like, because I got that straight away. I thought it was going to be loaded with silver, like, but it wasn't the case. That's normally the case. Let's see if I can get a better picture of that William III with that light. It's definitely William III, that, definite. And you'll see in the pictures, in the still pictures at the end of the video. Right, I'll show you the new display. What I've been busy with. Right, 3 catacombs. Well, I bought this. These are all made of solid oak, these cabinets. And I bought this one, and the lady said a friend had a couple in the garage as well, because they used to work in a library or a museum. And it shut down, and they were asked if they wanted to buy anything. So the lady bought one, and her friend bought 2. So I bought this one, and she gave us the details to a friend, and the friend had another 2 in the garage. So I went and got in touch with him, and then I bought them 2 of him. So I had 3. And I've hooked I've put lights in them all, and I've linked them all together. So they're all linked together there now. So when I switch the light on, they'll all light up, and I'll show you that now. Oh, I knocked together some bases. You can see my handiwork. Obviously you only get the top bit, so I went and bought some timber. And I'm pretty good DIY wise and with woodwork and that. So I just knocked together some nice stands for them, and I screw fixed them underneath, so they're all nice and tight. I think I made a nice job of that. I think I made a nice job of the wiring as well, which I'll show you now. I'll show you them. Well, that's them there, all lit up. As you can see, I've put strip lights in the back of them. Nice big lights, so I can put all the coins and everything on display. And these got nice tops to them, so you can see everything. But I just linked all these lights together, and I put a plug on the end with a junction box, because I know a little bit about wiring due to my job, so that was pretty easy, like anybody could have done that. But these are some of the coins I've got, and these coins are a mix of the ones I've found, which I've mixed in by accident, because my dad gives a load of coins so I can start my display, and I've kind of mixed mine in with his. So I'll have to go back through my videos and see which ones I've found, and then separate them, because I want all my finds separate from the ones that I've been given. But one of the coins he did give us, which I've cleaned up, don't know if you can see that. That's a Jubilee head, Queen Victoria crown, which is absolutely massive, beautiful. Actually, I got a zoom on that. I'll have a good look at that. And you can see that there. That's one of the coins he found in the 80s. It's absolutely beautiful. The coloration wasn't very nice on it, so it deserved a clean up. That's a George IV. There's a George VI crown, which is Cooper nickel, which costs next to nothing, like. I think I bought that one actually for about £4 at a car boot sale. But it was in mint condition, and I've got the original box for it, like. I thought I may as well have the crown, like, to go with these other stuff. There's a few other coins there. They're just Cooper nickel. They're bullhead shillings. No, I've got a hammered. My dad gives a hammered. Is that James I, I think it was. James I hammered coin. Nice condition. Nice coloration on it. Cleaned them all up, like I put them all in the capsules just to keep them nice, like. But I've got a bit more work to do on that and what have you, and I'll sort all them out. Aye, so that's it. That's my new display. I thought if you're going to spend hours out in the field and you're going to spend all that time and effort so going to find all the history, you may as well put them on display. You may as well make the most of what you find and be proud of what you found, show it off. These one's empty, this one's empty, and this one's empty, but I'll fill these up in time. I'll take great pleasure in filling them up slowly. I'm going to put relics in that one, buckles in that one, all the silver coins over there, so you can do it all. I can have little areas of displays. I think that's more than enough room for my needs, like, for the forthcoming future. But I thought it was just a nice thing to do. So they're in the back of me metal detecting room, Tommy Turbo HQ. Quite nice, quite proud of them, like. Right, the still footage is gonna follow now of all the finds. Thanks for watching. Good luck and happy hunting. Cheers, bye.